She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than my wine,
It's another fine evening for tasting some whiskey. I have here something from the summer release 2020. I'm finally getting to the summer release and it's practically winter. Well, yeah, summer release. This one here was at the summer release, BC Liquor Store summer release. It is a Liberator handcrafted small batch rye whiskey, taste as big as the sky. It has a certain World War II kind of vibe to it, and I think it has to do with that. I'm going to, other things. 42%, batch 008. Like so many dauntless Canadians, Liberator whiskey leads the pack. Enjoy this courageously independent spirit. Well, first I'm going to open it. Then I'm going to read what it says on the back. If I can find the little perforations. Oh, wait, there's a pull tab, I think, here beneath what looks like a seal. It is. A little pull tab thing. And there is some dust on here because it was under my bar since July. Not sure on the date. Let me check that. The 11th of July. So, August, September, October, November. 4 months and a bit. Wow, I'm catching up. Not so long ago, I was a year behind. Or something like that. There's a little plastic thingy that comes off, if you can see that. And then it looks like there is a cork with a seal on it. And a very Canadian, almost Air Canada looking maple leaf on the very top of this composite cork with a wood top. Well, let's see now. What kind of marketing blurb have we got on the back here? It says, when the call went out to defend our nation in World War II, young men from across Canada answered. Our little town of High River was no different. Not only did she send her sons off to war, High River was also home of an RCAF base. In honor of the brave Canadian men who fought their way across enemy skies in the famous Liberator and the 1.1 million Canadians who served in World War II, we've created this proudly independent, handcrafted spirit. Corn and wheat distillates enter a bourbon barrel, and years later, out come a brawny-flavored, overproof whiskey with a small slap of sweet, tangy heat. And be on guard for the caramel, ginger, clove, and white pepper delicious finish. As you enjoy our work, please take a moment to toast and send up a cheers to the Liberators, Highwood Distillers, High River, Alberta. Let's go, wings for victory. And it's got that little pilot on the back there, if you can see him. Okay. Well, I've given away the tasting notes that they tell us about. Let's see if what I get is anything similar. 42% is hardly that much overproof. I forgot to tell you how much this cost. It was $39.99. So, $2 goods and services tax plus $4 liquor tax plus 10 cents bottle deposits plus 46.10 out the door, or 46.09 out the door because it's 45.99, 39.99. So yeah, if you're paying cash, it's $46.10 out the door. Okay. There's a corn sweetness. There's a bit of a rye spice. I'm getting vanilla. Rye spice once again. It's unmistakable. There's definitely rye in here. How much I can't say, but it's a blend, the way it looks. Blend of corn, rye, maybe some wheat. Coming from Highwood, I wouldn't be surprised if there's wheat in there. Doesn't say how much. No age statement. Getting your typical Canadian ex-bourbon barrel. Corn and rye at least. And I suspect there's some wheat. I'm getting some of that. It's a wheat thing. Corn husks. Very common thing I get from Canadian whiskey. It's got some large secondary droplets that are just hanging onto the side of the glass. That's a good sign that it might be somewhat oily. But at 42%, yeah, we'll see. It has a slippery alkaline mouthfeel. More slippery than most Canadian whiskey. The arrival, you get some rye spice, some wheat. I think there's quite a bit of wheat in here. I bet you it's a 3-grain. Or maybe there's 4 grains. Maybe there's a little bit of malted barley as well. Maybe there's no corn at all. Maybe it's just wheat and rye and malted barley. It's young. I get a metallic note. It's young. It was probably distilled in a column still. Probably got a lot of rye, a lot of corn and or wheat. I think there's more wheat than corn. I'm just getting that. Though I got was corn husks earlier. Now on the palate, it's like whole wheat bread with some rye. That same whole wheat bread that we had in the gym, which ended up being a lunchroom when I was in grade 1. It was like a gym, which was in the central part of the school, and it was a lunchroom at the same time, at least at lunch hour. And what I'm getting on the nose smells just like what that whole wheat bread, that brown whole wheat bread. It looked like white bread, but it was brown. And it smelled just like this tastes. There's that slippery alkaline mouthfeel again. The taste of whole wheat bread. There's some caramel, some vanilla, undoubtedly from the ex-bourbon barrels, if ex-bourbon barrels is what they're using. I can tell for sure that going by the taste, there is no virgin oak here. And the finish, well, it's kind of sweet, but not overly so. It's not cloyingly. It's just a nice balance of sweetness. I love that mouthfeel. That slippery, alkaline, smooth mouthfeel. It just glides right down the throat. I don't find anything offensive here at all. It's quite pleasant. It's easy drinking. I could easily mistake this to be 40% alcohol by volume. 42% is not much more. I don't taste much alcohol at all. Just that wheatiness, that wheaty character. And what did they say about? Did they say caramel, ginger, clove, white pepper? Okay, I get some caramel. I don't get a lot of ginger. I don't get much clove, but I do get some white pepper. If there's any clove there, it's quite subtle. It's hiding under that taste of wheat. Yeah. There is a caramel. I'm not getting much clove at all. Some white pepper. And the taste of whole wheat bread. Well, that's interesting. It's a nice starter whiskey. I'll give it that. It's a nice palate calibrator. It's tastes good. It's not going to offend anybody, but you might find it to be a little bit, doesn't have a lot of oomph to it. It's just a easy drinking Canadian whiskey. Very easy drinking. Yeah, caramel, vanilla, a little bit of white pepper. Clove, maybe a tiny little bit. Ginger, it says ginger, but I have problems detecting ginger. Another one that I have trouble detecting is a lot of honey. But it's pretty good. It's a little different from most Canadian whiskeys, and it's pretty good. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.